Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to continue our coverage of the World Championship on the YouTube channel. I wanted to, because we have some time before the Champions Select starts, uh, there are some people out there, I make my predictions with LoL Esports, and some predictions I make are going to be really burger flip. Like, for example, Match Esports versus G2. I chose Match Esports because fuck it. The true analysis you're going to find in YouTube. Twitter is like it's designed for, you know, clickbait. And also, I'm not going to win the predictions by doing the same predictions over and over again. So on some days, I'm going to choose some burger flips because after when best of fives come, there's no burger flips to be doing. So this is the time to do it. It's best of one. This is where there's a lot of variance, whatever. I think the intelligent people out there understand. In no shape or form did I believe that Machis was better than G2. I just thought, if this is going to be, if there's an upset that's going to happen today, then this is going to be it. Nevertheless, let's jump into this game. A lot of top lane bans. Can Ben go deeper? I don't know if Syndra first pick is good. I don't like it too much. I think most of the LPL mid laners have Echo ready for this tournament. And the question is always, it's hard for me to predict exactly what Suning is going to play, but okay, Nidalee, that's cool. Key thing though about Nidalee is that both best top laners that come in top, of course, that synergize together with Nidalee are banned. I'm curious as to see what is the next step. Another point about this is Nidalee doesn't synergize with some of the counters into Syndra. Well, Echo shouldn't be considered counter because Syndra can win in some states. But okay, that's the Galio. This is a spot where Syndra bottom could potentially be used. Sorry, I'm just gonna show you guys the bans. I didn't realize that I'm blocking them, so I apologize. This is probably a Graves lock-in. So it's Brox's Graves one trick. Wouldn't be surprised as well if they go for Rakan Twitch. That's also something. Or just Twitch Graves. I wonder now, Broxa, what is his champion pool? What comes after? Is he just gonna straight up play Lee Sin here? Could be. Is he gonna play Lee Sin against OFM? Wow. That is a Draven. Whew. Alright. Just put topside in isolation. Draven can cancel Rakani. I like it. I like it, honestly. It just becomes difficult depending on the state of Syndra to play. But the support option, like Draven's going to be winning into Twitch, Rakan always. And if you have this in mind, you can pick the support that is going to, make Draven survive a potential Syndra. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just go for a Braum here. Just go for a Braum. It's good against Twitch. Decent against Twitch and good against Syndra, just to make sure that Draven doesn't need to itemize in a wonky way, because that lane matchup is still going to be winning. But all in all, I wouldn't be surprised if they just go for a Pantheon as well, or a Leona and Nautilus, and just go balls to the walls, annihilate Twitch and Rakan. I think this was pretty bold. This worked in play-ins, but we haven't seen this at the World Championship for a reason. Now with Mordekaiser out, the champion pool needs to go quite deep in top side. Fifth pick top. This could be a spot where Ben is going to pull up some Fiora action of some sort. I like what I see so far from Suning. I think Team Liquid's draft comes with a lot of risk. Graves is banned now, and it looks like Broxa is going to be playing Lee Sin, and I think that's a bit of a meme. Now your fourth pick support, Pantheon, Deona, Braum. I like the hard CC more for For Nidalee, I think also Nautilus is not bad. Like Nautilus is pretty good against Syndra if we think of it in that light, especially because you have Galio already. So there's reasons to buy Mercury. So getting Leona is too much Mercury value potentially. Yeah, because yeah, Mercury is so good against Nidalee, Galio, and Leona. The reason Mercury is not so good against Nautilus is knock-up and so forth, so it doesn't matter as much. That's why I think as well, locking in Pantheon is a no-brain choice here. Like teams that don't play Pantheon at this stage definitely have a problem. But my man is picking Lee Sin against SoFM. And SoFM could ban it, but he straight up told his coach, I don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn. And now Impact surprised me because I don't know what you're going to pick here, brother. You're going to pick Cannon? Cannon is like a blind pick that you can do, but then there's Jace. Lucian is also open. Impact Lucian top blind with Lee Sin jungle. I don't know. Volibear blind. Holy moly. Okay, it's alright. It's alright. But Ben, are you gonna play Fiora? You're gonna play Fiora. You're gonna play Poppy. Let's play some Poppy. You're gonna play some range champ. You can play Jace. You can play Lucian. Ooh, okay. I ain't mad about that. The Jax pick is interesting because you can actually dodge both the W and the Q because it counts as an auto attack. It applies on hit effects, and that's pretty cool. I didn't think about the Jax. They took us to the dark zone within the draft. But Jax, I like. They needed a physical damage carry or physical damage in general, and that would have been cool. The reason I said Poppy is because there's Rakan and Lee, and you can also stop the Volibear Q. But it goes back on cooldown again. It's winning for Volibear. Probably Volibear was one of the best blinds you could do here. I think Canyon, if you don't respect the enemy Jace too much, should be alright too. But I like the red side draft a lot more. But Team Liquid, at least in comparison to yesterday, this is a draft where time is their friend. And I think in situations where time is their friend, their way of having foresight about the ganks that are coming and how the map is moving, I think is very helpful. I think Team Liquid is a strong defensive team. Yesterday they needed to be the aggressive team and they just couldn't. And even in a situation where MachiX scaled better, they were the ones that got more out of the early game. Works are warding already. Brooks are gonna go for the SoFM pathing. It's really funny that he goes for Lee Sin in this game. I wonder if it's an ego thing, but I doubt it when it comes to Broxa. Level 1 invade. Draven pretty strong level 1, so is Nidalee, in contrast to the other champions here. Leona Q is also strong. It means that Rakan can never go in. And this hurts Lee super much. Key thing though is Angel commits a bit too far into the invade, so he couldn't contest the wave level 1. And that allows Syndra to maybe prepare a Q and begin to start a push, because Lee does indeed need to pick up this red. There could have been a world where SoFM just straight up goes through mid into top, but I think the idea here is that SoFM doesn't mind if the map is divided, because he has Draven Leona bot, and Draven Leona is saying, yo, we're going to prepare this wave and we're going to dive them. We can one-shot either one, no problem. And I believe it. Only tricky thing though is that this is golems into bot side. He has level 3. I don't know if the wave crash timer will be good. Ben fighting. This is decent trade considering he's sitting on corrupting and is ticking away. Ooh, already flash off. This is why Ben is dangerous, man. In that 1v1, like 1v1 tournament style, he's really, really good. But Lee Sin is sniffing his bum. So I don't know if trading flashes is the right approach. But maybe Ben can 1v2 here. Straight up 1v2. if Volibear is level 3, he cannot 1v2. I thought the Volibear would be level 2 and use E preemptively, but he used actually E on the wave to get level 3, so no 1v2 action here. But been wasting a lot of Roxa's time, like Roxa is still on 6 CS, and Team Liquid's bot lane is giga in trouble. And now we understand very clearly why SoFM didn't want to defend this red, because 2 platings down, and this is complete annihilation. Picking Twitch against LPL bot laners. You know, I can tell from experience. So we were playing against RNG, right? And our idea against RNG was to gank Uzi at all costs. And in the game, it kind of worked, but kind of not. So basically, we ganked him, I think, in the span of 8 minutes, about 12 times. And I'm not even exaggerating. We used Rise to go TP bot, he dove top mid, dove bottom. We had Sion base and Sion ult bot. We had our jungler level 2 gank, level 3 gank, level 4 gank. Like, we perma ganked. Like, our whole plan was, we're gonna just deny Uzi. And Uzi was even CS and never died. And we realized, you know, through our bootcamp at this World Championship, and always when it comes to the LPL, the level of the layers that go through what they think when it comes to how they can screw over other bot lanes, and how they can get screwed over themselves is definitely way higher than I've seen in any other region. Even higher than the LCK. But this was, of course, in 2018 when LPL began to, you know, become stronger and stronger, and they were sending some of the greatest AD carries of all time to the tournament, coming from one single region. We had LWX, Jackie Love, and not LWX. Sorry, 2018 was Uzi I, Jackie Love. And I'm trying to think of the last one. Not remembering the last one. Trying to remember the groups. So Uzi was in our group. 2018. Forgive me, I can't let go of this. '18 Worlds. What was the third Chinese team? EDG. Oh. Well, that makes sense. How could I forget this? Was iBoy the AD carry? iBoy was the AD carry. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Sorry. Back to the game. Bot lane is screwed. And Nidalee ahead. The key thing is, once again, Team Liquid didn't succumb. You know? A lot of bot lanes succumb to this, they die. And as I mentioned, Team Liquid's strong defensive team. The fact that they didn't die and just gave up CS is definitely positive. But yeah, this helps a lot. Ooh, bin movement, but not enough. I just want to take a look at how this gang panned out. That's a good win for Lee here. Nidalee probably should have just based and continued with her clear on top. Because I think this was a rank 1 golem. Actually, no, it was a rank 2 golem, sorry. That's why SoFM wanted to go for it. Because he actually cleared the golem camp fully. So it was a second spawn. And I don't think his topside camps are actually fully cleared. That's why SoFM went for it. Yeah, it makes sense. Because I think Lee left the camps alive, so they are not respawning. Impact no flash. And Bin, even though the map was divided towards him, he burned flash for flash. He lost some CS, but his sense of timing was very, very good. And Lee Volibear couldn't find any punish on the fact that Jax had no flash, and now Volibear was the one dying. At the cost, of course, of Jax's death, but this gives Volibear nothing, and the wave state is very good for jacks because Galio is getting the wave into the tower. And now, so if I'm just eat it, just enjoy, just munch on all these minions. Just eat it. Just go for it. It's a buffet, man. It's a buffet. Eat those minions in front of the Lee as well. Make him really jealous. There you go, man. There you go. Beautiful stuff. Angel no ult here. This is not an aftershock Galio, so he's not too tanky, but Syndra has no ult. I think this is winning for Suning. There are 6 on jacks. Suning were very good at like the early to mid game. Much better than G2 yesterday. I think G2's victory was, as seen in my review, it was quite the steal. And now the tricky thing is Syndra is in base and Galio and Lee are just pushing mid and then going into bottom side. Suning have bottom prio and they're gonna take all of these jungle camps, and this is huge. The red buff is gonna be gone, the golems are gonna be gone, and what does Lee Sin get here? De nada. Which means no problem. But you guys know what I meant. So everyone gets the red. Bottom lane was pressured. Still, tactical code JJ that they are only 20 CS behind, all things considered, is massive. But I think there's a point in time where Suning's bot lane needs to stop hard pushing and then just look to freeze. And it would have been so much better. Like when you gain an advantage and you can't dive the enemy, there's no reason to keep shoving waves into that turret. Unless like you're setting up for an Infernal, you're building up vision, you are going for enemy red or raptors. In other cases, just bounce the wave, freeze, and Twitch Rakan can't really walk up. There's no reason to keep funneling waves into them. This is how you create a snowball. Like if you are stronger in bot and your jungler and your mid is playing around you, you want to look for situations where if you can't dive, you look to freeze. So it looks like Huang Feng are just going for that right now. And Sword Art, letting the wave break into them. And then they're going to look for a freeze. Bin is very healthy here. I think this is not going to lead to anything unless Broxah flash kicks something. Bin has flash. Okay. Nidalee has AP jungle item here though, so I think any continuation of this is not good. So Fem maybe can look to go heal his buddy, but it's a rank 1 heal, so maybe rank 2. Rank 2? No, it's rank 2 on 8. What am I smoking? This is early morning reviews with YamatoCannon. That's why the lighting is so bad for the camera too, because I want to keep my eyes intact. Here's the level 6. XP disadvantage, Galio goes. It is Predator on. Ooh. He overkilled by nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Ooh, Angel. Alright. Very nice. Yeah, the turret is almost dead bot without Herald being alive, and Suning are also winning 2v2 top. So this is annihilation on all fronts. I think Team Liquid were very, very greedy in their draft approach. Like the Syndra didn't get that punished because of the Galio lock-in and the Nidalee pick. And that is cash rules everything around me cream. That is Draven cashing in his passive for an additional 500 Gs. look at the gold bar right here when the cash rolls in. Boom! That is $1,000. Yeah, Twitch Rakan, blind pick. No. No one else is doing it in this tournament, and it can serve as a pick in some key situations. For example, enemy picks Ezreal, you have some easy lane matchup, then it's alright. But against Huang Feng and Sword Art, it's just disrespectful, man. Just disrespectful. And just imagine a world where this was Pantheon instead of Leona. I think the dives would have been flying. Literally flying. And the wildest thing about this is that Suning is dominating every aspect of the map. Every aspect of the map. The 2v2 top is also winning. They're getting the Herald now. Angel's movement on the map and his sacrifices have been really clean. I know everyone, and including me, weren't so sold about Galio when it came to the play-ins, but the LPL definitely had some clutch Galio players, and Angel is one of them. Yagao is also one of them. This is an Infinity Edge at 11 minutes. It's a dirty Draven. This Herald doesn't need to be used on bots. It's so low already, so they're gonna cash in no problem. So now, if we want to think in the world of how on earth does Team Liquid win this? Yeah, soon you need to run it down. That's one way. Syndra E needs to be like the most valuable spell on the planet. It's just that there isn't some crazy monster late game for them because they have Volibear and Lee on their team. So it's not like they are waiting for the sun to rise. They are waiting for a shitty pizza delivery that you ordered at 2 a.m. Probably gonna be cold, stone cold, because the hopes of Team Liquid in this game are pretty dead. We're also counting, the Rift Herald as additional money in the bank. That is a 2k gold advantage in the AD carry role. And I don't blame Team Liquid's bot lane at all. It's just, I think topside could have executed better. I think Bin outplayed Impact. SoFM outplayed. And then I think Team Liquid as a team just don't know how to impact 2v2 mid well enough. And Suning just found opportunities to gain Galio Prio. And when they stole that Raptor and that red buff camp, that's just so huge. And the Vision Ward placement is also so nice. Like, look at Broxah just, he's just standing on top of the world. He's teabagging it at this point. And so FM is just taking the better path into Raptors again and starts the Drake because there's no dive to be happening. This game is looking, you can see Suning's patterns here in the game. The cooperation between SoFM and Angel, super good. The understanding of bottom and their prior situation, super good. These patterns we could see in the games yesterday too. Of course, them being against G2. Even though G2 won, I think Suning is showing like the best level of basic fundamentals of the game in the group. Just G2 have so much experience when games go to the dark zone, and Suning don't. I wish I could fast forward. Oh, I actually can fast forward a little bit. A little bit. A little tootski. Tactical's Blade. It's a pretty late Rift Herald. I just want to double check. Yeah, this is a very late Rift Herald. There's no platings involved. So if I'm maybe a bit too involved in his pathing Nirvana. Because you could just drop it, drop it, get to the 2 plates, and you cash in, no problem. 50 CS lead in the jungle. 50 CS lead at 15-minute mark. Jesus. That is insane. Wouldn't it be funny if Broxah ended this game on 0-0-0? That would be kind of funny. Yeah. Anyhow. Play-ins is quite deceiving. everyone was really, really hyped on the level of play-ins this year, but I think it's only because of the format. Only because of the format. We saw so many upsets, and in a different format, those upsets would be different. And also, I think how terrible Mad Lions was also made play-ins look a lot better. Well, Mad Lions was just a train wreck, an absolute train wreck. Jax should be winning on side with this blade purchase. I like Jackson to Volibear. Very nice. It's a champion that I didn't think of. I've been watching too many Fiora montages lately. It's fun when drafts go in that direction, when there's so many top lane bans, and top lane goes into, well, for the lack of a better word, into the dark zone. That's always a lot of fun. So Ninja Tabi Huan Feng, enemy triple AD, understandable, but I think the only threat that he has against himself is is Syndra. But Leona can also just say that I'm gonna be on Syndra. I'm gonna go on her, and she has no cleanse. That's gonna be my business. I'm gonna force her E. You don't have to worry. And that's also an approach, right? An easy approach. So Rod of Ages Nidalee. Not too big of a fan of Rod of Ages. I think if you want to go the more aggressive path, I think there are different options. Like, for example, I think Zhonya's Lich Bane looks pretty neat, but some of these items are quite expensive. Apparently, they've changed Athene's and jungle item synergy. I remember in the past it used to be that the mana region you got from Talisman actually helped, but someone in the comments clarified and said that it's no longer the case because the mana region is flat. I haven't double checked that, but I'll believe the YouTube comment section for now until I decide to play it again. Because the things in jungle item in the past, 100% in the past, allowed you to gain insane AP numbers because you had mana region based off of missing mana. Swallow has no flash, but he didn't take turret aggro here, so he's just tanking away. Blade doing a lot of damage, and there's the heal. Okay, Huan Feng kept the seal for a very long time, but there was no ignite here or nothing. Yeah, Team Liquid blew their entire load there. It's hard to kind of criticize anything at this point because the game is just so doomed, so doomed. Suning is just working their way towards a very early soul, and all will be good. Only thing that is keeping impact intact here is the red buff. So you think of the frame of what Team Liquid can do up until this Drake point, they're not going to be able to fight. They're not going to reach 2 core on anyone besides potentially Syndra here. Twitch is not going to get any more gold. Rift Herald down. I guess it's not looking good. Because they're going to have to fight on that. Like, I know the G2 won against Ocean Soul, but Ocean Soul is giga broken. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we should put on some music. Here we are, don't turn away now. Play some sad violin for Team Liquid. Still so far away from Hurricane for Twitch. Lee Sin's not gonna have any items. Volibear is as strong as he's gonna get in preparation for this fight. The man is just eating fruit. I like how Impact is casually like eating fruit here for no damn reason. Just get some mana, I guess. Thought it was kind of adorable. At the risk of sounding like a one-string banjo, Suning the ability there to divide the map. They split the map open. Draven and Leona managed the wave, crashed on thirds. By that time, SoFM was done with the golems in good position to dive. Draven, like Twitch and Rakan, the lane was already over after that. They lost 15 minions to the turret and 2 platings in Huang Ven's pocket. Then afterwards, Suning's bot lane kept the push. They kept the push, and SoFM invaded over and over again, took Raptors, took Reds, with working together with Angel. And in between any action that happened topside as well, Bin was just winning out over Impact, and eventually any 2v2s were also just Giga lost up top, because SoFM reached jungle item first, and so forth. Oh, I like these things. They show like stacks of Draven. It's very neat. There we go. That's a stun. Not too certain about the Storm Razor here for Draven. I don't know what the meta build is right now for Draven players, but considering there's a Halo of Blades, I imagine that I just think here, if he pivots to a BT, I think he can't die. He just can't die, and that's more important than anything. Like, he could even go so far to just fucking buy a GA second item, and the game is just like, well, what can Team Liquid really do against a GA Draven at this point? It's just with the flow of the game. With the flow of the game, it makes no sense to buy Road of Ages. And with the flow of the game, where like the winning fight, the ending fight is happening now, and or like Ocean being super strong there just seals the deal even harder than it is. But this is just small edges that won't really matter here, because Suning have such a big edge regardless of what they buy. You can elixir up. Spellbinder finished on Syndra. Lee Sin went to the flea market and bought a little bit of everything. God bless his soul. I like this Nash start because Team Liquid are going to be so focused on the Drake, so Suning are just, you know, showing the Nash what kind of damage they do. The moment they knew, Team Liquid realized, backing off. Very stone cold Suning. Just the precision of how they played, about taking over every jungle camp. You know, it's something that might come across as simple, but having all the lane states in the right place and having the foresight to do so. Like, you can't just create a lane state like this in most cases. You have to have foresight, and SoFM has so much foresight together with this team, so that's super nice. This flea market Lee Sin. Everyone's sitting on Kindle Gems. The poor man's gold Kindle Gem. SoFM and the Crab. Ocean Soul is on. 2-level disadvantage. Broxton needs to steal to hope that this game lives on. But the thing is, if he steals and dies, Suning is just gonna go do Nash. So there's no winning here for Team Liquid. Not at all. Hurricane finished on Twitch, so that's nice. Broxton didn't get it. Ocean Soul is alive. Let's see that HP go up, because there's no grievous wounds at all. No one's taking any fucking damage. No one's taking damage. And it's all over. Complete annihilation. Yeah, there's no hope here for Team Liquid at all to take a game in this group, I think, against Suning. I think Team Liquid has ran out of fume already. I think their biggest hope is to, you know, hope that G2 falls over themselves, but I think G2 has done enough falling over themselves, and I think they're just gonna look better from now on. And Mickey's form is really, really insane. Oh! Okay, okay. Okay, Jensen. Jensen came to play. Alright, props Jensen. Nikolai Jensen with the Baron power play powered by Red Bull. It's hilarious. Look how much Lee Sin did in this fight. He's just running back and forth. Yikes. I just realized that Twitch poison is rat poison. Isn't that? It's pretty funny. Athens is finished. QSS on Dr. Avon. The Siege of Suning isn't the greatest. Like, they're gonna probably have to wait till next Nash to finish this game. Like, maybe they would get away with this draft against Mad Lions, but Mad Lions in this tournament shouldn't be the benchmark for anyone. And I noticed that I am talking a lot about Mad Lions, even though they're not in the tournament anymore. But it's just such a good example. It's just such a good example that everyone can learn from. It really is. So it's hard not to mention them. Alright, let's see how much we can fast forward here. Alright, the Volibear theme song is playing for your sake. Impact. Oh, okay, okay. We went too far. Okay. Roxa's kick looked pretty funny. There's the Q and then the kick. There's a shutdown for Twitch. Okay, we take it, we take it. They got the Nash, they get the shutdown. There's a decent amount of gold, but Roxa, what you doing there? My mind is telling me no. Okay. Okay. Alright. Maybe three more of those, and then maybe Team Liquid have a chance. Jensen is pretty strong now. If Tactical gets 4 core, maybe he can kill all or something. The Knight's Vow, Broxa. It's really hilarious. Like, it's good, but it's funny. Sunni just don't give a fuck, man. They're just... Draven died. We want to end this. Yeah, Ben is so fed too, man. Yo, what's happening? Whoa. Production. Yeah, the key moment of the game was just there when red buff and Raptor was taken, and also the level 1 split map. And like if you pick matchups that are not so good against a team like Suning, you're going to feel in the game that it's not good, and Suning really pushed it. Draven does this so fast, he can have 3 axes actually. He lost the sweet spot where he can stand still. And then it becomes so hectic. I think Draven ult maybe can one-shot some kids now. I wouldn't be surprised if he double hit Draven ult on Twitch that he gets popped by Elder. Oh, Guardian OP, guys, Guardian OP. Oh, nice flash. But yeah, it was also very predictable, so it wasn't too nice. Okay, complete annihilation. Now that's how you play together with your jungler. So if I'm showing that he can bust a rhyme on Nidalee. Well, Nidalee is one of his strong champions too. And I think the best approach against Suning is you remove whatever's considered meta, and then you play the meta better than SoFM plays the unorthodox shit. But I think just the moment SoFM plays against a jungler that is worse than him, he just annihilates them. Like it's crazy how much he squeezes out of people when he is better than them. I think has been the case always for SoFM. But then he runs into a wall. When it comes to playing against the best junglers in the world, but who doesn't? Who doesn't? Yeah, I think we're gonna have a tiebreaker between Suning and G2. I think maybe next one Suning is gonna win. But G2 in prime position to just take this group home. The first win is gonna mean so much, and they beat Machi, so I don't think there's any room for any crazy upsets for G2 against Machi or Team Liquid. I think today's Machi game was like the last chance. I think G2 is just gonna get better and better from here. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching my coverage of the world's group stage here on my channel. I wish you all the best. Thank you, and bye bye. Bless you and bless your face.